Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on SIM. And you're very welcome to follow anything you like as long as you are on SIM. Friday is a bit tricky on Friday. Right now it's 10:04, and as you see on the ES here is a 1 minute chart. We're a little bit got stuck between the resistance 30, 22, 25, and we get to the major support at 30.15, and it seems like, let me show you before we do anything today. Let me show you a little bit. This is a not unusual picture for Friday. Friday, it is you have to approach the market a bit different on a Friday. It has to be either a bit early when you on a Friday, or late. A bit early or late, because on a Friday it gets a lot of chops around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So this is the Friday. What I'm talking about late is when the amateur traders, they usually start when the market is open on Friday, and they all get beat on Friday. Most of them, they might have one or two success trade, but they get whacked with a lot of chops, and they lose money. So the secret on a Friday, like every day, there is a different approach to the market. It's not like one size fits all. So on a Friday, you have to come a bit earlier, and if you cannot make it earlier, you will wait till those amateur traders get beat up by the market from 9:30, 10 o'clock till 11, 12 o'clock. This is where they're going to lose all their money. And then all the older guys, they've been around, for over 20 years. They know the trick. Those are the guys you don't see. They don't have any comment. They don't smell. You cannot see them. They come quietly. They make their money and leave. Those kind of traders, you're not going to see them somewhere in a forum playing God or anything like this. Those guys, they know the tricks and they keep it to themselves. So what you see is when those amateur traders goes on Friday around 12 o'clock, they lose money. Then slowly they start coming in. The older guys, they've been around in the market. Those are the guys you don't see on a daily basis. And they start trading around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And actually, Friday is one of the best days for not the amateur guy. The amateur guy is going to get beat up between 10 and 12. It is actually the best day for the professional traders, because those guys, they know the trick around 1:30. This is where the market on a Friday goes one direction. Most of the Fridays goes one direction, either up or down, around 1:30 when everybody leave the trade, and most of the amateur traders leave on Friday. And this is where also to those guys, they try to optimize what time they need to start the auto trade. It will never cross their mind that the best time to trade on Friday with any kind of auto trade, a good auto trade, not those lousy auto trades we see sometimes, but a good auto trade, you will be bringing your money before even the markets open. Or if you want to really auto trade and you're not an early bird, you can start auto trading around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is it's not known to a lot of traders how you need to approach Friday. This is one of the things, like on Monday, when you get up in the morning, first of all, you should not be trading on Sunday when the market's open on Sunday evening. This is where most of, there is no volume. You're not going to be making money. But if you come in on Monday morning when the market's open, Absolutely. Oh, by the way, there is a new signal coming up on the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. On Monday, most of the time on Monday, you cannot swing trade the market. What you can do on Monday, you can scalp the market on Monday, and using the scalper from the right upper corner from the market analyzer, you can always get your takes on the 15 second. There we go. Those are your 15-second scalper, and will immediately 200 here, 150 there on each chart, and you immediately make your money and leave the table as soon as possible. And this is where most of Monday trading should be coming out of the scalping charts, not swing trading. You cannot swing trade on Monday. It is a suicide mission. Not unless on that Monday we have some major news coming from Europe or something. Yes, but most of the Mondays, there is nothing called black and white in the market. But on Monday, it's a scalping day. It's not a swing trading. So why using your energy on a swing trading on Monday when the Monday should be scalping? A Tuesday is a normal day. You can swing trade and a scalp. So all those tricks on a daily basis. And I'm very much against when you are, this is the different type of an auto trade. Those auto trades here based on signal, but this is a different type of an auto trade. This is where most of the traders use this kind of auto trade. Oh, by the way, and on this kind of auto trade, you see some guys, they think they're doing a good job by optimizing what time the auto trade is going to start. And I find it as an empty promises. The reason is sometimes on Wednesday, the market is going to trend at 9:35, and next Wednesday is going to be another Wednesday, 9:25, and another Wednesday is going to be 1:30 in the afternoon. There is no way you can optimize when the market is going to spike. One of the secret in the market, the CL is going to spike one time a day. ES is going to make a move one time a day. We don't know tomorrow if it's going to be on Monday, if it's going to be 9:25 or 9:35 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We have no idea. So this is a myth. This is just wasting time trying to predict something you cannot predict. So optimization on an auto trade, where is the best time, does not come from optimization. It comes in when you open your Ninja Trader and you see there is some money to be making. This is what it is. It takes 5 minutes to see if this market trending or not, if this market we can make money or not, and then you can turn on your auto trade. So as we see right now on the scalper, you can always on Monday take the scalping. I'm going to extend the target on the NASDAQ. Anyway, so this is the NASDAQ trade. And let's try to find an ES trade. This is what we were showing yesterday. It's the same chart. The one made 3,400 yesterday. Those are the same charts. On this one here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it and a break even, override the auto trade with a break even and a little profit. There is a reversal area on the on the Nasdaq. Let me see. Okay, finally the market start giving in. That's good. As you see here, there is also, we have made a reversal, and I'm concerned about those reversal because we have this automated trade taking this trade, and we are about to hit the second trade, and on the first trade on this Nasdaq made 705, and on the last three we have, there is 2,160. So I was monitoring if we can break that area here, 93, 91, 75. That will be great news. This is a struggling. Immediately I'm gonna secure it right below the entry. The market is really trying to go down, and we have a support area on the Nasdaq at 93, 93.50. If we break it, we're going down to the 93.70. So this is a big difference in the into the profits. Should we? Okay, here's what it is. I mean, on this auto trade with the Nasdaq, we have on the first trade you made 705, and you have $2,000 in your hand right now. So this is around $2,700 profit on the Nasdaq. So the question is, should we take it out and close it, or should we leave it and hoping that this market is going to drop again? And this is a decision. If we look at the ES just closed position, so it didn't make it. So I'm gonna leave it a little bit, because the reason is I'm gonna leave it a little bit. There is a resistance area at 94.12, so I'm hoping this resistance area at 94.12 we will hold this position. And we will see if it's gonna, this resistance is gonna work or not. If it's the resistance, this resistance not gonna work, then I'm forced to close that trade. So this is where I was counting on the resistance area, where it shows on the chart is the 94.11, and this is a risk. I was hoping that this 94.19 is gonna hold, and it did hold, and we will see how. But this ES trade is a shame, has closed, but there is nothing we can do on that. Well, on the CL trade from the market analyzer, let's take this one out. There is no trade right now, and take this one down. On the CL, we have on the market analyzer buy at 33.32, target 33.57. If we look at it, we have hit right into the target. But I was not fast enough trying to control everything in one place. So we have, actually the system has estimated to exit at 33.56, but I have extended too much, I guess. So what I will do here, I'm gonna try my luck. That's why I can I love using ATM, not the fully automated on that system, because you have so many options you can do or secure profit. Oh, by the way, to our members, we have it's going to be delivered, the new system we are building on the Signal, and we will not send it out next week. Next week we will be testing it, and I will let my traders on Monday, if it's ready. I will share the new system with you on Monday if it was delivered on the weekend. And we are putting some, we have designed it a little bit different, and we have opened the doors for the traders. So there is a very nice system coming on the fully automated Signal. It is coming, some doors opening for the traders, and we have changed a little bit on the interface. So I hope I can present it for you guys on Monday. It is really, I'm excited about it. And we will see if we can do. So finally, the CL broke that level here. So the dead end, there is a double, there is a resistance. Okay, once we cross the 33.58, we're going to hit the 33.75, and I'm going to let it go at 33.75. On the Russell, there is nothing holding the Russell. So what we are going to do, we're going to let it be as is, but what you can do on it, like any other chart, whether it's a gold, the system estimated on the Russell 1389, and there is a little struggling. So I'm expecting from the traders when they are using the Signal to try to protect yourself and put your trailing stop right under the fib line, one tick or two ticks below the fib line, in case if this market turn around. So you don't have to be walking away for free. You will be walking away with at least $300-400 in your pocket on this Russell, and then you are done with it. So what I'm saying is, secure some of the profit if you think this market it is. So don't just look at it, guys. Don't just look at it. So this is where we are right now on the Russell. And if we look at the auto trade, this has really helped a lot by making a bet on this resistance line on the NASDAQ. When the market dropped in here and pulled back, I didn't want to close that auto trade because I was counting on this resistance to hold, and it did, and it paid off big time. It paid off big time. It's not paid off $100. And there we go. It's exactly the same amount, the same chart, yesterday live on YouTube. 3,410. What does that mean? When the market is trending, you're going to nail 3,410. When the market is not trending, we're going to get a big banana. We're not going to get anything out of it. As simple as that, and welcome to trading. So this is how it works. So nothing we can do. And you're going to win some and you're going to lose some. And every trader wins some and lose some. It cannot be winning. When you go to Las Vegas, you don't just win. You lose and you win, and you lose and you win. But if you don't know when to stop, you're going to go home without any money. Same thing here. When you win, you need to leave the table. And if you stay, you might reuse all your profit. So when you're catching the trend on the NASDAQ, so we have tried this week 3 times on the same chart, the same time, 9:30, and it made 3 times 3,410 here live. So this is around $10,000 on the NASDAQ in 1 week. Let's say next week didn't work. the market was not moving. But you already made 10,000. You don't need to blow your whole 10,000. So once you start gaining capital, you need to protect this gain in capital and not try to get rid of it within a day, because now you have $10,000 extra in your account. Now I want to whack the whole market. No. Now we need to be a little bit more cautious to protect this profit we have made. Not go ahead and waste it and waste on top of it the real money you put in your account. So this is about management, guys. Nothing I can do from here. You have to learn how to say no, A run and a break even on the swing trading, I'm not sure it's going to make it anymore. The Nasdaq is done. And it is a beautiful trade on the Nasdaq. And this is, I think it was from yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, a beautiful exit. And we took the very bottom of the market on the Nasdaq. And I don't know where this Nasdaq going right now. I need to go ahead and check up on the ES to let you know what's going on with the Nasdaq. But this is really good. And on the ES, the one we were showing is not taking any trades at the moment. It's a shame the way it pulled back and closed it, but that's life. We cannot do anything. Welcome to trading. You're gonna take it as is. So and actually yesterday I was trying to remember what we were showing yesterday. And yesterday we were showing this ES 5 minutes. And we are using the same chart today, the ES 5 minutes. As you see here, the trailing stop and the stop loss are separated. And now is a break even plus a few ticks, so I'm going to leave it alone. The CL scalper, it hit the target, but we have not been able to climb to the 33.76. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the profit on the first fib support area at 33.42. So either it's going to exit at 33.76, which it will be around $1,000 trade, or if we exit here at 33.42, then it will be maybe a couple $100 trade. So you either walk away with 1,000 or you walk away with 200, or you can close it as it is now and walk away with 400-500. Nasdaq, there is no long trade, folks. Especially those guys are using ATRs and indicators and MACDs. All those indicators you have now is telling you buy. And there is no buy here. It's a pullback re-entry. There is nothing called buy in this market today. So this is what is the most trade in the future, and your indicator is based on the past. By the time this market goes down here and start going up, all your basic indicators you downloaded and been tweaked for the last 20 years is just telling you the market is up, which the market is not up. The market is down. It's a pullback re-entry short. It's not up. It is a pullback re-entry short, guys. Where is our head? We can see it as a pullback re-entry short. So you can imagine this amateur trader going back on an indicator, and by this time crossing this line, all his instruments is telling him, buy. So can you imagine this guy landing an aircraft with the wrong instruments? He's going to wreck it. And this is exactly what happened in here. He's looking at the wrong instruments to land at night. So this is not a buy. This is a pullback re-entry short. This is the same thing happened 10-15 minutes ago when we were auto trading this Nasdaq. I was making a bet this number here is going to hold, and it did. And the market dropped, fell, pull back to the re-entry, and then bang, again, you got to sell. While the amateur trader is buying, you are selling. You're going the opposite what they are doing. So there we go here. And now it is If we look at the Nasdaq, what is the story on the Nasdaq? This is a resistance area at 94.1275, support area at 93.93. What to do with it? It needs to break out from the resistance line or the support line, and there is nothing you can do. I don't care if you are using auto trade. I don't care if you have a couple $1,000 in your pocket. This is not going to change anything in the market. We need those market movers decide if they want to take this market up or not. So this is nothing in your power you can do. The only thing is, if this market break this Nasdaq here, this resistance line is not going to go anywhere. We're going back to re-entry point. As you see here, we have been showing this for the last few years. This number here, 94.23, this is a re-entry point, gentlemen. This is a re-entry with a different calculation, and we have showed it here on a YouTube for the last 3 years, and practically 8 out of 10, this re-entry point made money. 8 out of 10. I cannot say 100%. There is nothing 100% in this business. But this market here, it is a re-entry point. There is no long trade in here at all. We are a way long way from home to go long. And look at this. Look, where is this Nasdaq stopping at the re-entry point? This number is gonna, look at this. This is not magic, guys. This is math. And you can see where exactly the Nasdaq stopped, because that number here, the 94.22, it is below that number, I'm thinking short. Above that number, I'm thinking long. You change attitude, you change personality below that line and above that line. And that's why that line, we added on the TI7 automated trade. For that reason, the auto trade keep thinking below that number is short, above that number is long. And you can imagine what had happened on the auto trade when we have used this instrument here. So we have closed the ES on a 1500, and yesterday made more, but that's life. Today we made less on it, but it made 1150. That's okay. So that's all what we're going to get out of it today. Today is a Friday. What I will do, I will reload it again around 1:30 when all those amateur traders goes. I'll rearm the auto trades around 1:30 in the afternoon, because they make money in the afternoon on Friday. So right now, I don't want to mess with the auto trade. If they hit the target, I'll leave them alone, and then I'll rearm them and activate them again around 1:30 in the afternoon on Friday, and they get filled nicely, and they are catching the trends, and you just sit down and look at it. So this is where now we are on the Nasdaq, and let's look at the ES. We have not looked at the ES for a long time. The ES is a big mess. If we look at the ES, is really getting stuck in this mud hole here between resistance and support, and look at it. It is big, messy ES, and it is not going anywhere. It's stuck between this area here. You have to stay on hold for a few minutes before we have a breakout, and this is not a tradable area. For the ES, it's not a tradable area. I don't care what system you have. I don't care how much volume you are reading on the market. I don't care what magic you have under your sleeves. I don't care what auto trade you're gonna have. This area here, you're not gonna make money. You're gonna lose money. And I challenge anyone can make money in this area here. Folks, I need to have a break, have a nice cold water, and we'll be right back. Thank you. I want to cover a little bit about, not everybody is in USA. We have 40% in Europe traders as well. I want to cover a little bit about the DAX. There is a secret in DAX. It's a very fast market, and I will not advise any beginners to trade the DAX, even if you have a lot of money, because on the DAX, you need to be fast, and you have to be cold-blooded when you make a decision. There is no motions in here. It is a machine. Your brain has to turn on to, it has to be the German way, one direction, and make decision and keep going with it. It's not, I have a feeling. There is no feeling in this DAX, because you have milliseconds to make decisions on the DAX. And I will not advise anyone trade the DAX if you are not trained enough to do that. So on the DAX, as always, I predict the DAX from the ES. And if we monitor the ES movement compared to the DAX, you can see, especially in the morning when we get up around 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern time, we predict the DAX and then make a decision on the DAX based on the ES, where the DAX is in Deutschland. And in the US there is an ES. They are on two different planets, but they work together. So also it helps for the European traders when you are trading the DAX, or the American traders when they get up around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern time to trade the DAX. You always keep your eye on the ES level, where there is a major area, and I want to show you today how the ES is moving in conjunction with the DAX. And when the ES is hitting a support area, the DAX stops. You see? Look at the movement. I wish when I was young I had somebody to show me what I've been showing for free on a YouTube, and I would have paid money for it, So what I'm saying is, guys, I don't know how long I can do that on a YouTube. I'm bored with it, but try to get as much out of it, and you don't have even to collect your email. This is free education. And even if you're not listening today, you're going to look for those videos, every video we made for an educational video, and you're going to go through them, all of them, one more time. Because this is the only time we are given the reality of the market without any promotions, without any collecting money or collecting emails. And this is not going to happen twice in your lifetime, guaranteed. And as we see here, if we look at the DAX, what happened today on the DAX with the auto trade, okay, we closed position with a couple thousand euro. That's fine. But if we look at the movement on the DAX, now the DAX is in the opposite direction, and because the ES came into the support area and it did go back, so the DAX did go back with it. So if we are looking and monitoring the DAX movement, you better look at the ES. So one of the tricks on the DAX, because on the DAX, if you know how to play the DAX, there is thousands of euro daily and thousands of euro losses and winning. And if you know how to play the game on the DAX, when we have the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones is going in one direction, the 30-year Treasury bond is on the opposite direction. The way you are trading the ES, the same way you trade the DAX. Just the DAX has much more expensive margin, and you have to be a much faster guy, much faster. You have to be a bit German thinking, and they are great people, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, there is not, I have a feeling when you are trading with the ES, you can say, I have a feeling this ES now is finished. With the DAX, no. You're either in or out, and you have seconds to make decision. So when you get lost on the DAX, you immediately look for references on the ES, looking at the market analyzer, decision made within milliseconds. Because millisecond on the DAX, it could be €1,000. So, and as you see, the movement right now on the DAX is the same where it stopped right now. It's the same area where the ES is stopping. If we look at the ES, you can see there is a support area at 300,775, and the ES came in the first time, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth times on the same line. It's telling you, hey, buddy, wake up. I'm having a problem here. Houston, we have a problem. You see? Right there. It's telling you, hello, we have a problem here. What you want to do? You're in or out. And the same story comes on the DAX. It's the same story. It's telling you, hello, buddy, wake up. Snap out of it. What you want to do? And there we go. Decision has to be made within seconds. So this is a trick on the DAX, especially because, you hear a guy wanna trade DAX because there is more money. Can you handle dancing with a gorilla in the ring? Because a DAX is a gorilla, you are dancing with him in the ring. Can you afford it? Can your stomach hold it? So this is, if this one here right now, the ES is about to break that area, the DAX is gonna break that area. The difference between those two, if you are clever enough, within milliseconds on the DAX, you can earn your €1,000 within milliseconds. Trading is an art. It's not some out of a junkyard. It is an art of trading. It is the most. Everybody knows I'm very emotional with the trading. It is the most challenging job ever to be a trader, because your brain become amazingly sharp. Even on a daily life, it become amazingly, the muscles in your head, it will become amazingly predicting and finding everything within seconds. So there is no better job than to be a trader, honestly. But you have to have the blood for it. We don't have that many trades on the DAX. I'm going to cover a little bit on the DAX today. On the ES, we are still on the same. This is, we showed you the 4 minutes. The 4 minutes is not taking any trade. This is the ES. 3 minutes, which we have showed you yesterday as well. Trying to show every day the same charts. I don't want to show you new charts. And I normally use this 4 minutes, but we have given an option on the DAX to use 4 minutes, or you can use 5 minutes. But I've been using the 4 minutes. It's been very consistent on the 4 minutes, and I like it. You just need to keep your eye on the ES and the market analyzer. But this is how I feel about it. So what else we have to do today? What time is it's almost 11. Let's look at the scalpers a bit. Look at this baby. You had around $600 when we came into the support area at 137.2.7. And look, the market came in, and this is a 15-second chart. I mean, this is a really powerful. And look, the market came in exactly to this line and bouncing back. And now we are in the middle. We're going to retest the 137 again. And this is amazing. There is some comments on the Skype for the DAX. Let me show you, my friend. Here's the, I mean, I use the 4 minutes. I only have 2 chart decks. I don't have range, Renko, line break, blah, blah, blah. No. I only have 2 charts on the decks, either 4 minutes or 5 minutes with the templates. That's it. And I use the 4 minutes. I find it very stable. And but here is the second option if somebody want to use the 5 minutes. And if we monitor the 1 minute chart on the ES, and this is a 5 minute chart, so you are really getting, look at this, you are really getting ahead of time. Guys, this is ahead of time. This is an ES 1 minute. This is a chart 5 minutes. And you're getting an early prediction on the DAX. This is a mind blower when you can identify milliseconds on the DAX before it happened. This is a total mind blowing. If you you cannot make everyone an artist or enjoying a trade if he is not really into it. He has to like it. He has to be. Trading is an art. It's not just job. You have to understand the details and the trading. So what you are doing when you are looking at your 1 minute in ES, you are predicting milliseconds ahead of time with the DAX. If you put it in your mind and try to calculate what I'm saying, you will find out you are ahead of people's with milliseconds on the DAX to trade the DAX. And look, I don't care about the money as much as I want you to look at the movement on the ES, the 1 minute, and look how the DAX is reacting to it. Once you start understand those small details, you can see where is the potential making money when a guy put his head to it and try to understand where is the money at. The money does not come on a silver platter, even in the trading. So I want you to measure the bar movement on the DAX chart in conjunction with the 1 minute on the ES, and you can see it yourself. You are predicting the movement on the DAX ahead of time, milliseconds. Look at this. Hello, wake up, So let's look at the Russell. The Russell is going on a short trade to the 1369.1. I'm going to leave it alone. I don't feel like want to mess with it. There is a resistance area here at 1372. I still have one trade. I'm going to drag this trailing stop one tick above the resistance line. And this way, if it broke that, okay, there we go. You secured and you're done with that trade. It's finished. It's done. It's over. So there we go. What else we have? CL. This is a CL. And then there we go. I'll leave it on a break even. Or if you want to, you can put it at that area at 33.35 and leave it on. There we go. We're done. You can see how, gentlemen, on the ES, when the ES trying to go back to the resistance line, immediately the DAX responded. You see how they are working together? Amazing. Even they are coming from two different planets. They are connected. So it is done. The ES did go up, and now we are closing the DAX. But the DAX was over 1,000 euro at one point, and that's why I like to use the 4 minutes. I find it very stable. I use the 4 minutes, and as you see, the 4 minutes, we got exit on a perfect timing, actually, and did go one bar more, but it is a perfect timing, and it's finished. Can you imagine in one bar, you were $700-800 on one bar. Immediately you jump to 1,000, 1,200. So this is a very fast market. But if we monitor the ES 1 minute, you can predict the DAX a little bit ahead of time. And that it is going to make a lot of difference in your trade. I mean, on the DAX with a little movement is 1,000 euro. I mean, this is 1,000 euro whether you like it or not. You know? So this is where it pays off when a guy do his homework or not. Honestly, the market is in front of you, will show you all kind of tricks, and then the rest is up to you. Thank you. It's done. It's done. It's finished. So let's go back. The market is dying on us right now. Let's see what else we have. We have nothing, actually. You can go long on the signal on the Nasdaq. Yes, you can go long. There is no big deal. On the CL, once we break the 33.61, you can go long, sir. Yeah. Wait till I break the 33.61 on the CL. Yes, I don't have the fibs on those, but once, as you see, where the 61 level, it is the resistance, and as you see now, the auto trade is struggling on the 33.61 level, and that's why you can immediately spot why the CL is struggling. The auto trade CL is struggling only on $1,500, and if it's not gonna work, the CL is gonna drop to the 33.48, 33.44. So you gotta be careful and make a decision immediately what you want to do. Okay, you can see the CL is climbing again, trying to retest those numbers, which I doubt it is gonna make it anymore. It's finished. Exactly what I said. 33.44, 33.48 on the CL, the support area, and another support is 33.44, and the CL is just struggling now. There is no more. There is no way the CL at the moment gonna go up. I think I might try one more time. We'll see. Trying to break this 33.61. I doubt it if it's gonna make it. Right now the CL is 33.56. We need to break the 61 level, and in order for us to climb to the 33.70, we need to break the 61 level. As you see, the CL is not able to break that. So there is a big problem in there. Okay, look, it's trying. Look at it. The CL is 60. You see where is the CL? We need to break the 61. Exactly 61. You see where it's stopping? I don't need a brainer to see that. Let me see if I have a CL. Yeah, look at it. Look, on the CL. Look, it has come one time, two times, three times, four times on the CL, the 61 level. You see that? And is struggling to break that area here. So if we break this one, yes, we are gonna be start closing position all the way to the 33.76. So this one here, we can take it, if you want to get rid of it, today is Friday, we can take it to the 76th level and close all of them in the same time. So this is really, you can do that and leave one as a runner in your hand. If you want to do that, you can do that. Or if you want to take it to the next level, the next level is 33.88. Well, we can take it right in between so far and see then what is going to happen. But the 61 level, we just start stepping out of it. Let's see if the bar going to close above the 61 level or not. You see? Look at this. So this is where the CL trouble, not the auto trade having a problem. it is the market not moving. So this is where the trader is his call to say, close position, market order, close position, I'm out of here. I want to cash in, take my money and get out of Las Vegas. That's it. And or you want to stay all night gambling. There's a very fine line between gambling and trading, guys. Be careful. So as we see here, the CL is struggling, and I don't see success breaking those level. And now we are start sinking into the exactly what I have said, 33.48. I was not even aware that close, but it's exactly we're going down to the 33.48, exactly as I estimated. Without even looking at anything. So this is a 33.48. It is the level, and now we start getting thicker on the CL. There is a lot of CL traders out there, and if we're gonna sink after breaking this projection, it's gonna be 33.48. So we will see. So this is where is your call to close above the $1,000 bracket on the CL trade, or if you want to keep it, it's up to you. There is nothing hidden in the market. There is nothing hidden in the market, and there is nothing confusion in the market. If you know how to read the market, you know how to read the market. If you don't know how to read the market, you don't know how to read the market. But very rare the market surprise us. Very rare. Actually, the market, it is very predictable. Within seconds, you know what is happening. And that it comes sitting and putting some hours behind the screen. You cannot download it from a hard disk and put it in our head. And that comes from a guy sit and work, not just looking at numbers. Oh, the auto trade today made 200, or the auto trade today made 500. The guy is looking at those numbers, just the profit. He's going to stay in the circle for the next 20 years. If this auto trade made 400, I want to know why. If this auto trade lost 200, I want to know why. If the auto trade went above 1,000, I want to know how and why. It doesn't matter the number. The number become numbers later on. But I want to know how and why that trade. Actually, we have one guy, I have a lot of respect for him. He's a new member. I don't want to call his name into public. And he's been with us now, 2 weeks? He started analyzing indicator by indicator. He said, I will make money later. I want to analyze everything. And he is analyzing charts, indicator, movement. He have all the auto trades. He said, give me a break on the auto trade. I want to understand everything. And that has earned my respect. And then you have another guy. He's just not interested. That's his life. That's his things. It's okay. I respect that. But when I see a guy like this, it's like when we have a children. You have a kid is gonna make it, and you gotta have. Sometimes we have a kid. We know, oh God help us. It don't seems like he's gonna be smooth right with this kid. So the same way here. When you have a customer, you are very much knowing from the first hour you talk to him if he's gonna make it in this business or not. Within an hour, I can read him. Immediately which one is gonna make it. After being in the public for now 11 years almost, we have seen it all. So we know exactly where every customer going. And as we see here on this CL, we are broke this 61, and let's see if we can close that bar above the 61. If we are able to manage this bar right now, closing above the 61, that means we are heading to the 33.76. So let's keep our finger crossed on that matter. On the ES, it is There is not much. There is a short to trade in here. There is not much going on this one here at the moment. Very important that CL closing above. You see how we are fighting? Look, we are fighting on the same level right there. That area here. 33.61. We're trying to break that level here. Really important where this bar is going to land, above 61 or below 61. It's going to make a total different idea about, look, here is where is my crosshair, 33.61. Very important bar where it's going to close. Very important. If it closes above the 61, we are going for a free ride all the way to the 33, could be 33.88. If this bar not able to cross or close above, cash in is finished. And you can see how this bar going back and forth, above, below, below, above the 61 level. So the market is going to, on a split second, is going to go two different directions. And here this poor guy coming in and don't know what's going on. You know, he have a couple thousand, he want to go live. Folks, we are done for today. It's 11:14, I believe. And we are done for today. And I want to say thank you for today, and wish you a very pleasant weekend. And please be safe for your family. God bless you all. And on Monday, to our traders, I hope we have a new system on the signal. It's not for released yet. It's not locked, but we will show you the new system we have to test next week. But it's not, we will not send it out next week. Next week we will be testing it and we will be sharing it with you. But probably it will be out to send out to our traders, not next week, the week after on Monday. Not this Monday webinar, the one webinar after that.